We are trying to find the difference between these two times, 8:54 a.m. and 9:26 p.m. Let's look at a clock to help us get started. The clock shows 12 hours, but there are actually 24 hours in a day. Those 24 hours are broken up into two periods of 12 hours. The first period is referred to as AM, meaning before midday, and the second period is referred to as PM, meaning after midday. This clock shows 8:54 a.m. It is common to assume that all we have to do is find the difference between the numbers 8:54 and 9:26, but that is not correct. We need to consider what the AM and PM mean. If we simply find the difference between 8:54 and 9:26, we will only travel 1 hour and 32 minutes. Does this make sense? 8:54 a.m. is about the time school starts in the morning. 9:26 p.m. is about 1 hour after you go to bed. 1 hour and 32 minutes is less than the time it takes to watch one movie. Does it make sense that the entire time you are awake is only 1 hour and 32 minutes? No, so instead of going like this on our clock, we need to go like this and go all the way around 12 and come back to 9:26. This number 12 is very important. It shows when AM changes to PM, because this is where our 24-hour day is divided into two 12-hour periods on the clock. Unless you pass 12, you have not changed from AM to PM. Now that we know that, we are going to solve this in two parts. First, we are going to find how many hours it takes to reach 12 and change from AM to PM. We need to get from 8:54 to 12 o'clock. Let's get 8:54 to a nice number with no minutes. How many minutes do we need to add to 8:54 in order to get 9 o'clock? Keep in mind there are only 60 minutes, so we could write this as 54 plus what equals 60. And we solve this to give us 6. So far we have traveled 6 minutes. Now we have reached 9 o'clock. So what is the difference between 9 o'clock and 12 o'clock? 9 plus what equals 12. We solve this to give us 3. So now we have moved from 8:54 to 9 o'clock, and then from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. This took us a total of 3 hours and 6 minutes. Next, we are going to find how long it takes to go from 12 p.m. to 9:26 p.m. We cannot just find the difference between 12 and 9, because that is what we did right here, and it gave us 3, which is not the correct answer. On a clock, 12 is the point where you start over, start the second period of the day. So in math, we want to think of 12 as 0. As I move from 12 to 1, I have moved 1 hour. If I show this in mathematics, 12 minus 1 equals 11, but I did not move 11 hours, so that is not correct. So, replacing 12 with 0, how long does it take to reach 9:26 p.m.? 0 plus what equals 9:26? With 0, since this is nothing, we have to add 9:26. So we have now moved another 9 hours and 26 minutes to reach 9:26 p.m., which is our ending place. So now we are going to add these two together to get our final answer. 6 plus 6 gives us 12, and we carry the 1. 1 plus 2 gives us 3, to give us 32 minutes so far. 3 hours plus 9 hours gives us 12 hours. So the total time in between the first high tide and the second high tide is 12 hours and 32 minutes, or answer B.